I wanted to talk about two things coming up. One, tattoos, because I was unaware of your first tattoo until 3 days ago, and it is a bold jump, your Joker tattoo on your back. And
which is funny because I got the Joker tattoo before he became like the fucking logo of the incels. Like it's man, I love the Joker, like the character genuinely, because and because of the new movie, I just sound like such a fucking 4chan bloke. But I got into comic books when I got into stand-up comedy because there was a comic book shop beside a comedy club pretty much in Scotland, and I started reading The Joker, and in Alan Moore's The Killing Joke, which that tattoo is based off of, he was a stand-up comedian before he became the Joker, and I just really liked that. I really liked Alan. I love the graphic novel itself, and I like that message of, I think we're all one bad gig away from becoming a mass murdering psychopath. I think we all have the capabilities. It all it requires is one bad day. That was the whole message of the thing. So I got that tattoo there because I always wanted to, and and then it just had less and less of a meaning over the years.
Have you ever thought, so if it has less and less of a meaning,
man, I still love it. And I also, man, I don't care where it was. I enjoyed the Joker movie. I thought it was fucking great.
Yeah, I think most people are. I think that was one of those weird moments where it was getting bashed by critics for being this like crazy other thing, and it was like, it's a movie. Man.
It was a really nice movie. Joaquin Phoenix was really fucking good at it. The one bit that I did find weird, and this is just as a comic, is there's no way in the fucking world a talk show host would go, here's a video of some cunt bombing. Like, that's not. You imagine Conan O'Brien like sees me like having a shit 5-minute spot at the fucking cellar, and it's just like, who wants to see Sloss bomb? Yeah, I'll put it on live television. Why the fuck would I not? That was the one bit where I was like, really? Okay.
I like that. That's what took you out of the movie. You're like, everything else, I'm on board.
Yes. Yeah. I think we could all be, driven to murder, but I'm like. That was your 5-minute segment. You just shat on another comic. All right.
How much thought did you have to put into it? Because they say like what? It was like, think about the tattoo, get it in a week or something like that.
Oh, man, what was it? No. I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, you have multiple tattoos now.
Yeah, the amount of people that go, you're going to regret your tattoos. I go, man, fucking, at least the regrets I can see. Do you know how many regrets make me scream in the shower? Like, when it just creeps up, you remember the fucking time you were 7 years old and you called the teacher mum. And you just relive that horrible. Like, that's a regret that just sometimes pops up in the back of my head. Occasionally I'll look at my Nikola Tesla tattoo and I'll be like, all right, okay, well, that was a bit of a dumb decision, but here we go. Still enjoy it.
I was like, what'd you get that one for?
I just think Nikola Tesla was one of the greatest men that ever lived, and massively underappreciated because fucking who's your guy that you think invented light bulbs? Thomas Edison. that old idea thieving cunt. So he was the one that just destroyed.
It's all about who gets the credit, man.
It is. It absolutely is. So I got that one, and also one of my favorite movies is The Prestige.
Yeah.
David Bowie plays Nikola Tesla in it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I heard you have one tattoo that's for your mom.
Yeah, this one. So my mum wrote a kid's book when she was pregnant with me called Anthony and the Aardvark. That's what that little thing that looks like a testicle is. It's meant to be an aardvark. So she wrote the book when it was pregnant with me, and it sold about, I'm going to say 7 copies worldwide, because it was just a little hobby that she did. And my mum has always been immensely supportive of my career, disgustingly supportive of my career. But she also fucking hates my tattoos. She hates when I get tattoos because she'll just be like, no, it's my baby boy. That's my skin. Why are you ruining yourself? So I wanted to see like what would happen. Just the unstoppable force v the immovable object. Like the unstoppable force of my mum hates tattoos versus the immovable object of I'm honouring something that she put a lot of work in that represents me. And I just wanted to see what her reaction was. She cried. She cried.
Happy or sad?
Yeah, she was like, that's so stupid, but it's really, really sweet. I'm like, perfect, that's what I go for. Stupid but sweet.
She's like, but that's the only arm I like.
Yeah. And then the ones here, that's Calvin and Hobbes. and there's a movie called Drop Dead Fred
Yeah.
with Rick Mayall,
Wow.
which is just my favorite childhood movie.
God,
and
I feel like it's been like how many years? Was
A
that released
very
25 years ago or something?
yeah,
like
like I remember I ruined the VHS of Drop Dead Fred when I was young, just because I watched it on repeat so many fucking times because I loved Rick Mayall.
that? Yeah. And then the other thing, because I wanted to talk about tattoos, but then also your knitting. Because I learned over the past like few months that you and your buddy and fellow comic Kai have gotten really into it.
Yeah, we basically in a heated toxic masculinity debate. It was just me and Kai were drunk and I was like, I'm better at everything than you are, and he was like, no, I'm better at everything than you are. You know, the way men talk to each other. We're just talking about who's vastly superior, and. We were like, we should find something that neither of us are good at and see who can become the best at it. Because he was like, his argument was that my focus is better than yours. His argument against me was that I'll focus on something for 2 months, get good at it, and then once I'm good at it, stop because I've decided I'm good at it. Whereas he'll commit. I'm like, fuck off, not a chance. I bet you. Let's see who can knit each other the best sweater by Christmas. And he won. He absolutely won. He absolutely fucking trounced me. His one was I managed to do him a nice one. It was a big fucking green one where it was based on the Grinch. So it had like furry wrist and furry cuff and furry ring around the hood that it had. And my moronic online fans were posted a photo of Kai in it, and they're like, "Ha! It looks like the Grinch." And you go, "It's because he was made to look like the Grinch." But his one was, man, he fucking learned how to sew an image, like a
yeah.
Man, 7 different colors, different textures in the wool as well. So like different part of it, he fucking destroyed me.
Or do you still do it, or did you kind of drop off?
I've not done it recently, but I do want to get back into it because man, it's incredibly cathartic. Like it's another it's like meditation,
Wait.
but without,
you're doing it. So I figure
aye.
we can give you this. Though.
Oh, I could absolutely. That's amazing. Thank
I was like, maybe that'll give him some peace.
It will. Oh, that's a good word too. That's amazing. Yeah, because it just becomes this massively cathartic thing of like your eyes are focused on it and your hands are fucking focused. And so your mind's just sort of free to wander because it's basically three fucking movements, in over the top, so you can just sit there. And when you start, you can't really watch television or do anything else while you're doing it. You're just sitting there. And it's essentially what meditation is, which you're just sitting there and you allow your mind to wander and you don't get distracted. You physically can't pick up your phone to do anything about it. So just find it very, very peaceful.
Would you say that's kind of like the last thing as an adult that you've learned?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we stop learning shit when we're like 18.
100%, and it's especially it's so hard to self-educate. Like it's I really try because I'm very aware of how fucking dumb I am when it comes to things. I try to read intelligent books, but they're so long and so boring. Like I get 30%. I'm like, okay, like it's not a self-improvement book, but you know, one of those books where you go, man, if I just read this, imagine if all of this knowledge was in my head, how much of a better person I'll be. I'll get 30% of the way through a book and be like, I've retained none of that information.